Her message arrived at 7:42 p.m. Not going to be home early, just helping my boss prepare for a meeting. No emoji, no warmth, just clean, deliberate distance. I stared at the text until the screen dimmed. The calm inside me felt unnatural, like the numbness that precedes pain. In the reflection of my phone, my face looked expressionless. But something behind my eyes had shifted, a quiet click, like a lock turning. I didn't reply. Instead, I set my phone down on the table, beside the 2 teacups I'd already placed there, one for me, one for the guest who'd arrive soon. I'd invited her an hour earlier, in the softest voice I could manage. "You might want to come over. There's something we need to talk about." She didn't ask questions. Maybe she already knew the shape of the truth. People married to powerful men usually do. The house settled around me in small, creaking breaths. Night pressed against the windows. I listened to the silence the way I used to listen to my wife's voice, searching for sincerity, for cracks, for anything to hold on to. Then headlights swept across the living room wall. She was here. I opened the door before she knocked. His wife stepped inside without removing her coat. Her eyes were tired. Her smile was brittle. Something inside me mirrored her exactly. We sat, poured tea, waited for the woman who connected us both like a hidden thread stretched thin enough to break. When the key finally turned in the lock, I didn't move. The storm I'd been expecting didn't arrive. Only my wife did. She froze when she saw who was sitting at the table. Her boss's wife looked up first. I didn't. I watched my wife's breath catch instead. I had learned to study the small things, the pauses, the hesitation, the guilt that pools in the silence between 2 heartbeats. She swallowed once, twice, too quickly. "My God," she whispered, "what's going on?" But I didn't answer, not yet. She didn't deserve my confusion, my panic, my hurt. She deserved my clarity. The strange thing is, I hadn't suspected infidelity at first, not until the patterns began shifting. Late nights, strategic showers, carefully angled phones, a softness in her tone when she said his name. None of it was loud, but betrayal rarely is. It's quiet, patient, polite, a polite distance, a polite lie, a polite text at 7:42 p.m. Her boss's wife set her teacup down with a small, deliberate click. "I think you should sit," she said to my wife. My wife didn't. She hovered near the doorway as if she could still escape, as if the truth hadn't already walked in behind her. I watched her fingers tremble, not from fear, no, from calculation. She was mapping the room, the conversation, the variables. She wanted to know how much we knew. I offered her nothing, just the same empty stare she'd given me for months. It started small, a receipt in her coat pocket for a bar I'd never heard of, a new perfume she claimed a colleague recommended, the lingering glow on her skin at midnight. So I observed, quietly, methodically. I watched her phone habits change, brightness turned down, notifications muted, lock screen hidden. One night, she fell asleep before deleting her browser tabs. Hotel suites, 2 towns over, booked under his assistant's account. I didn't wake her. Instead, I slid out of bed and sat in the hallway until dawn, feeling the truth crawl into my bones. Over the next week, I gathered pieces, not evidence, no, artifacts, screenshots, call logs, a reservation confirmation forwarded accidentally to her work inbox, then erased too late. I didn't confront her. I didn't rage. I waited. Because the thing about betrayal is this: if you expose it too early, it squirms away. But if you let it grow, let it feel safe, let it believe it has won, then you can cut it out cleanly. His wife reached out to me first. A brief, desperate message sent at 3 a.m. "Does your wife spend time with my husband after work? I think something's wrong." I didn't deny it. I didn't confirm it. I only asked if she wanted tea. She did. That was all I needed. My wife finally sat down, slowly, carefully. She looked at me first, then at the woman across from her. What is this?" Her voice shook. Mine didn't when I pushed the printed hotel confirmation across the table. Suite 1408. 2 guests. Last Thursday. Her boss's wife inhaled sharply. My wife didn't. She only blinked. Once. A tiny, controlled movement. Then her mask cracked. Not with tears, with calculation. "How long have you known?" she whispered. I met her gaze. Long enough. She exhaled, shoulders dropping, realizing the world she constructed, the careful lies, the orchestrated innocence, had collapsed in a single sheet of paper. Her boss's wife stared at her like she was something unfamiliar. "You used my husband," she said softly. "Or he used you. I don't care which." My wife looked between us, searching for sympathy. She found none. Not tonight. I leaned back, letting the silence settle. "You texted me," I said. "Just helping my boss prepare for a meeting." Her face tightened. I continued, "I assumed the meeting was vertical." Her boss's wife flinched. My wife didn't. She tried a different angle. "Let's talk privately." "No," I said. The calm in my voice startled even me. "We talk here, with her, because you didn't betray me alone." Her boss's wife folded her hands, suddenly stronger than she'd been all evening. "Tell him," she demanded. "Tell us both about the hotel." My wife broke then, not with sobs, but with the smallest collapse of posture. The truth leaked out in fragments. Excuses, half-confessions, self-preservation wrapped in pity. I let her speak until the words tangled. Then I stood. "I already knew," I said. "This isn't about answers. This is about witnesses." Her eyes widened. "You wanted to control the story," I added. "I wanted to end it." Her boss's wife rose too, her expression sharpening with realization. Together we walked my wife to the door. She looked back once, waiting for mercy. None came. After she left, the house felt lighter. Not peaceful, no, just honest. Her boss's wife finished her tea in silence. "Thank you," she whispered at last. "For what?" I asked. "For showing me who he truly is." I nodded. Not out of kindness, but understanding. We were two people rebuilt by the same fire. When she left, the quiet returned. I stood in the middle of the living room, breathing slowly, letting the truth settle. It didn't hurt the way I expected. It felt clean, like a wound finally drained. I picked up my phone, opened her last message. "Just helping my boss prepare for a meeting." I deleted it. Then I whispered into the empty room, "No more meetings." And for the first time in months, the silence agreed with me.